If you survive 2 atomic bombs, would you be the luckiest or unluckiest man in history? There's a guy that happened to. We've talked about him before. Okay? So, it's all about perspective. Okay? Think about this. Tsutomu Yamaguchi. All right. Let's talk about perspective. Let's talk about this. Mr. Yamaguchi, is he the luckiest or most unlucky man of all time? Let's talk about what happened to him. So, Mr. Yamaguchi, he used to work for the Mitsubishi factory back in the day. He worked for Mitsubishi. Okay? And he was on a work assignment. Okay? He was on a work assignment in Hiroshima. Okay? And this was in August of 1945. So he was in Hiroshima for 3 months on a work assignment. He finished his assignment for the day, started heading out of the office to catch the train home. Forgot something in the office. My man goes back to the office, gets his stuff, walks out. As he walks out, he looks up in the sky and he sees a massive B-2 bomber up in the sky. And from that, he sees a little thing with 2 parachutes come out. The United States has just dropped the first atomic bomb on Japan in Hiroshima. Okay? Drops it. That's little boy. Now, Mr. Yamaguchi has just seen this happen, and there is a giant flash that happens. He is walking, and he sees a ditch. He is approximately 3 miles away from the actual center blast. He sees it. He's over here. He gets hit. The blast knocks him into a ditch. Then the remaining shockwave goes over him. Okay? He is partially blinded from this explosion. He is burned all over his body. His eardrum is burst. His eyes, he's half blind right now. He has burns all over his body. And he comes to and climbs up this little hill and looks over and just sees this giant mushroom cloud. Now remember, he's in shock. Dude has just survived the fucking atomic bomb landing in Hiroshima. All because he went back to his office for something. All right? Dude is burnt. He's all fucked up. He sees it. He doesn't know what it is. He thinks it's something from God. This dude limps his way to a building that is half collapsed. And guess who he sees? He actually sees somebody from his office who was also on the way to the train that got caught in it. Spends the night here. They walk their way to a train station outside of the city. Okay? During that time, they had to cross a river where the bridge had exploded. They had to cross a river and it was floating with bodies. Okay? They had to cross through that. Now remember, he's got open skin wounds and everything. They get to this train station. It's loaded with survivors and injured people to be taken. He finally gets on the train. Okay? He finally gets on the train. I'm sorry, it was I think it was 3. Somebody's reminded me that it's kilometers because it's not America. Okay? He heads back home. He heads back home on his train after 2 days to his hometown of Nagasaki. He gets to Nagasaki, and he's reunited with his family. Okay? He gets to Nagasaki, he's reunited with his family. He sees his wife, his 2 sons, and he's there. He's all bandaged up, he's all fucked up. He spends the night at home. The next day, he goes into his office, his home office for Mitsubishi in Nagasaki. And what does his boss do? Berates him for leaving behind his coworkers and thinks he's full of shit that an atomic bomb just dropped in Hiroshima. Because remember, this is the 1940s, okay? There's no TV. There's no one reporting on the ground in Hiroshima because it's fucking leveled. Tens of thousands of people have died. It is absolutely wired. There's no severed all of the telecommunication, like the wires and the radio stuff like that. There's no reporting yet. So his boss actually yells at him for being a day late and leaving his people behind, even though he's covered in burns and wrapped up in shit. Not even kidding. Thinks he's lying. As his boss is telling him that he's full of shit and why is he late, they look out the window and guess what? Atom bomb number 2 hits. Okay? Mr. Yamaguchi is hit with the fucking shockwave and thrown across the office. Battered up even more. Okay? Other eardrum bursts. He's all fucked up. He later said he thought the mushroom cloud followed him home. Okay? Now, he ends up making his way home again. His family are okay, but unfortunately they were staying in the fallout area. Okay? This dude ends up passing out. His wounds, his burns and shit like that are pussed. He's got an infection. He can't see right. He can't hear. He's burnt. He's beat the fuck up. Passes out. He wakes up a week later, the same day that Japan surrenders to the United States. Unfortunately, one of his sons developed cancer. His wife developed cancer. They ended up dying. Everybody thinks it's directly to the radiation exposure. He himself lived to be 91 years old, which is wild enough. This dude, I want you to imagine for a second. You get off of work. You're going for the train, you forget something, you go home, if you look up and the fucking atomic bomb hits. You're thrown into a ditch, you're all fucked up, your ears blown out, your eyes fucked up, you're burned everywhere like that. You fucking don't know what's going on. The world has never seen this. You think hell has just hit fucking Earth. You drag yourself to a shelter where you see other people who survived. You now drag yourself to a river that's floating with bodies. You have to crawl through that river to get to a train full of people that are also injured to escape out of this city. You get home to your city of fucking Nagasaki, okay, thinking you're the luckiest man alive who just survived this and got home. Get to work the next day because you're a good worker, and what does your boss do? Fucking berates you for being late, for not coming back with your coworkers, and calls you a liar for saying that the reason you were late to work was because of a fucking mushroom cloud from hell on Earth that has just hit, and you're fucking, it's a worst excuse for a call out he's ever heard. In the middle of him telling you you're a piece of shit and you're about to be fired, the second fucking atomic bomb to ever hit in the world hits your goddamn city, throws you across the goddamn fucking office again, breaks your fucking bones, then you have to crawl back home only to pass the fuck out from infection and wake up to find out that, hey, you know what? We've surrendered. You recover only to watch your family die from it, and you live to 91 years old, and you die from stomach cancer of all things. Okay? This is a true story. This is a true fucking story. So you can ask perspective, was Mr. Yamaguchi the luckiest man alive, or in history, or the most unlucky man in history? The crazy thing is that he went from Nagasaki to Hiroshima for a 3-month job. And the day that he completed the job and was going home to Nagasaki is the day the fucking A-bomb hit. And then he goes home to the one other city in human history where another atomic bomb dropped. I mean, it's just insane, the fucking story. And the craziest thing is that I think the thing most people can relate to with this story is not the atom bombs, not the thing, is a fucking nuclear bomb could go off, you could go to work, and you would still get in trouble. The dude is dragging himself to work. He should have been in a hospital in fucking inducing coma, in an induced coma. Instead, he goes to work and gets told that he's in trouble. He's going to get fired because he's making up a story as to why he's late and he didn't bring his coworkers back with him, only to look out and be like, well, guess you believe me now. Boom! Fucking, and still survive that one. Like, honestly, at that point, let the second one take me out. You know what I mean? It's insane. And I'm not making light of the fact. I mean, 100,000 people died initially and hundreds more from radiation and stuff like that. Like, it was a fucked up situation. But this is some guy's life. Remember, it's all about, today's word is perspective. Okay? Perspective. Interesting enough, though, there was actually about 165, 170 people who later on were found to actually have survived both because those people were on that same train. They just didn't go to work the next day. But he was the only one recognized for the government and got double pensions later on in life, but he was about to die.